Static Attic, episode number 3. Guest is Shyland Flowers. What's up, man?
Yeah. What's going on, man?
It's been a while.
It's been quite a while. How have you been?
Man, you've had too much to get into.
You have less hair now.
I do have less hair now.
You have better sandals though. So.
Oh yeah, they're pretty disgusting. But enough about me. We're here to talk about you. And we've got a great set coming up. First things first, why don't we just go ahead and get into some music? So we recorded a set a little bit earlier.
We did, yeah. Let's do it.
We're just going to go straight to it. So we're just going to go straight to that.
You have to understand, the people have to pay the price. You dare to struggle, you dare to win, you dare not to struggle.
Yeah. Live from the Wicked West Side. Shyland Flowers, Static Attic. 1, 2. Side. The third time the drum. Let the year around the sun. Shy. Yeah. For the niggas who doubt it and the niggas that hate it. Oh, you listening now? Bet that nigga's your favorite. I have been lost in amazement. But for your entertainment, let's call this one to grow with. You know, mutual arrangement. Know you been sick of waiting. We had to make it clear. Yeah, cause where I'm from, niggas don't make it here. That's real shit. Loud advice from niggas without the stripes. Oh, they wanna get the feel till they run right into the mic. But who needs them? Glorified housekeeper. 6 years and still sweeping. And nigga, I wouldn't like my spouse neither. But this ain't for the housewives. This is urban legend for those of us who are outside. Strictly for the lonely and those of us who would not die. Tired of slowing down for the same niggas without drive. Survived and I thrived in the drought, nigga, I'm not live. Flowers be thy name, and you ain't gotta listen to the game. I take it to the grave. Yeah, I just take it to the grave. I just take it to the grave. I just take it to the grave. Yeah. Look, I haven't hit the heights I wanna reach at, but every second verse is like a heat check. I swear I'm a triple threat. At 17, it was fuck love like Triple X. I'm 26, busting through the train like Bernie gets, and still invested. And voice the message, a check for reality in case you niggas requested. Who are you expecting? The new Shy in rare form is like a point of reference. Nigga, I'm done with second guessing. I was killing myself to try to please you, but fuck it, you should. Where does it help? I'd rather do this myself. It's not a line I haven't spit if I ain't write it myself, unless it's traffic. But back to you niggas getting your ass kicked. This practice makes God's gift seem magic on average. Seen better carpet rides than Aladdin, just plastic. And you know, flowers be thy name, and you ain't gotta listen to the game. I take it to the grave. Yeah, I just take it to the grave. I just take it to the grave. I just take it to the grave. I just take it to the. We will be here forever. Forever. Ever and ever. And ever and ever. We will be here for. This is like when I did this initially, I wanted it to sound like the Chicago Bulls championship shit. Like when Jordans come out, like, in now, you're Chicago Bulls. And you know how this shit like starts off kind of slow and then it builds up. That's kind of what I was thinking about. So for those who don't know me, I'm Shyland Flowers. I'm from the city of Greenville, South Carolina. I'm in the papers. I win awards, shit like that. Something slight, you know. Big West Side. I got the homies in here today. Static Attic. Sit-N-Spin. Dane, what up? And the lights start flashing and shit. I should have did the whole like Radio room shit just like this. Just have been the whole shit. That'd have been harder actually. Wham, what up? Yeah. Look. Full job. Pay attention. You are now watching a master at work. Why didn't we put that in here to begin with? Daniel fucking up. Yeah. Look, I can't relate to my peers. They lacking listeners. I always had to rock steady. Feel like the whispers here. The good die young. I'm 25 on my second life. Foreign to this new school of thought, but still as cold as ice. I never had to pay for my views. And to make it clear, my ROI is paying my dues. So y'all can make it here. The Sabbath, head off the bat. Just to run it back, I'm Barry Sanders, shit off the block. Who never ran? In fact, my OGs all so dope. Inside they winter coats. The new kids all OD and leave you here to cope. And I feel bad for my little cousins and nephews that seek face tattooed niggas for they refuge. Son to the game, but being raised by some step dude. You love him, he always make new shit to step to. Rather cop an A from his son, like smoking Neptune. Told him never fake off the funk, I'll show you next move. Knife in and I'm only swinging for the fences. And walk on water, fuck I care about bridges. The landscape's different, you only covering inches. Give a nigga a mile, only running their mouths, we know. And I'm a true king anyways. My prestige worldwide got a masterclass. Running face, better than now tears. They can't believe in fade. The smoke leaves tight on your sight, like you were burning stage. Yeah, and I pulled up in that 96 Lex. 3 hoes in the back, 5 chains on my neck. Got me feeling like Jigga with the rollie in the vest. Take a picture, cause these the only real niggas left. 2012, I still had that 96 Lex. 3 hoes in the back, 5 chains on my neck. Got me feeling like with that rollie in the vest. Take a picture, these the only real niggas left, yeah.
And I want to say this to the television audience. I made my mistakes, but in all of my years of public life, I have never profited from public service. I've earned every cent. And in all of my years of public life, I have never obstructed justice. And I think, too, that I could say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this
and
kind
Flowers
of
for all out right
because
now.
people have got to know whether or not they're
Streaming everywhere.
Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Yeah, first in my name, don't compare me to local niggas, the difference is skill of being local. I'm just local when you hear me, to the point where niggas shouldn't be standing near me. What's respect when I'd rather have you motherfuckers fear me? You running the show, hardly like dog. It's me and Marley is backwards, but to the point I am legend. Treat you like German Shepherd or pit fight in the cage. We known to show aggression, you get the message. Cause all dogs go to heaven, father, twin legs to that shit like Vince Carter. For my kids that don't think ahead, remember what I taught you. I was on the front lines when we were coming up super fast. I had to share that small square with cat, no exposure. Since niggas ain't trying to give that dough up, I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the code. Hold up, they say I'm moving too fast, want me to slow up. I figured you'd be happy that I took the time to show up, nigga.
That world cold, but you gotta learn to take the highs
With the lows,
way too high.
I've been burning my soul, and that's on you. Jenny say that world cold, but you gotta learn to take the highs with the lows. I've been way too high, I've been burning my soul, and that's on you. Yeah, this is that shit you scream about when they tell you build it from mud. My black is everything, same as it ever was. Halo nappy and crooked, vision like Stanley Kubrick. Musta thought I was new to this, rapping through Jay-Z blueprints did pass. 01, I don't bother with the MAGA hats. Ugly boy with fast cars, how you figure that? And yeah, I'm feeling just like a giant that's greater than I ever been. Living just like I'm driving, relax. Easy on the gas for the mileage. 400 years of hell, still riding. Wasn't supposed to make it past 25. They kinda right. Most of my niggas jailed and died. Driving light, they roads weren't made to ride. Cold truth for niggas that just hate to lie. James Dean, rebel boys with hazel eyes. Said he locked before he was like me, boy. I drive it with my
Jenny say
that world cold, but you gotta learn to take the highs with the lows.
way too high.
I've been burning my soul, and that's on you.
Yeah. Jenny say that world cold, but you gotta learn to take the highs with the lows. I've been way too high, I've been burning my soul, and that's on you.
I don't know if you've ever felt like that you wanted to sleep for 1,000 years, or just not exist, or just not be aware that you do exist, or something like that. I think wanting that is very morbid, but I want it when I get like this. That's why I'm trying not to think. I just want it all to stop.
They ain't believing them D's. I'm in a fat Mona Lisa with the raps. The second act those weekends with ZJ on the track and my beast mode through seasons. How can I follow your leader like he's the reason for seasons? Watch who you pray to. Try to cross shot like Jesus of Nazareth. That's hazardous for you. I'm only serving for nigga. You would too if you had to stare the shit by you. I'm all for favors, but rarely do niggas actually. Nigga, you would too if you spit like motherfucker. I ball different. They still trying to hit me below the belt. All's fair and love and war. Fucking shoot at you all. Loud clap, that's nothing but rounds of applause. Jesus is king, flowers is still the God. Is it worth it when you're still being reminded that you worthless? All the jewels that you dropped in the machine isn't working. The only piece I got, that's the piece I own. Tell God I'm better than the shit I show. I gotta grow, come on. And I don't think nobody can save me here. I'm losing my faith in here. I'm looking for a little salvation, but I'm lost in space. Lights get low, I hit the freeway. Might get high, still feel low. Darkest thoughts, feels can go. That's a shine, like trees can grow. But here's the kiss, X and O. Hug the block at 10 years old. That's the soul, that's half my age. Married to the life, we're like half engaged. Point to God like my cursive wasn't nice like that. Yeah, I cried myself to sleep, still in and still on. Should've died before life was life, like stillborn. I wasn't good enough. Trips down memory lane. How to kill a mockingbird, you know, Atticus ways. Got the younger mom feeling like back in the day. I cried through all the rain, bad karma, worse synergies. See how it feel with these unholy trinities. Shout out to my energy, haven't met a trilogy. The king, nigga. And I don't think nobody can save me here. I'm losing my faith in here. I'm looking for a little salvation, but I'm lost in space. And I'm going crazy, and I don't think nobody can save me,
Once again, I am here with Shyland Flowers.
Yeah.
Man, I've got so many questions I want to ask you about because, 2020 was a messed up year for everybody.
Absolutely.
But you put out some singles throughout the year. You put out 85, which, man, that's a great track.
I try. Thank you. I appreciate it.
But beginning of this year, you've, I say beginning, but halfway through this year, you've just put out And Flowers for All.
Yeah. New album out right now, In Flowers Fall.
Well, what was that? What was that process like? What was that experience like?
Well, I started working on it initially kind of in the middle of pandemic. I was just driving myself crazy, not doing anything. And at the time, I wasn't even writing records or writing any songs. So we just started playing with ideas. And then once I kind of got a feel for it, and once I had what I wanted to say kind of in my head, that's when we just started the process of making the album.
Yeah.
Initially, yeah.
So it's the first full-length album you put out since Are You Shoeless, right?
It is, yes. This is my I call it my second album. It's Are You Shoeless came out in 2018, and so it took about, a little over 3 years to kind of do it again.
Yeah. Well, so you celebrated this release with a big show at Radio Room.
I did.
And I saw, unfortunately I couldn't be there due to a prior commitment. I really wanted to be there. But it looked packed.
It was, we had a great turnout. I didn't quite get the sellout, but I was almost there.
Almost to the sellout.
And I was almost to the sellout, man. And I really, really had a great time. I appreciated everybody that came out for me. I wanted to invoke that old ECW feeling. That's why I called it Heat Wave, because I wanted, the rappers and the punk kids to kind of come together and have like a super card just for everybody. And that was kind of my thing going forward.
So with the rappers and the punk kids coming together, you for years have done a lot of house shows, a lot of shows at Grandma's house. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what's that transition been like from, doing mostly house shows to doing, brick and mortar venue shows?
I don't think it's been too big of a transition. I was doing, stage shows before Grandma House, but Grandma House kind of gave me the opportunity to kind of like hone in on my craft. And it's very small, it's very intimate. Like you turn anywhere and people are looking at you. So so I really want it to be like I feel performing in like Grandma House and like I keep forgetting the other names, but
sure, the Concrete Castle, defunct, and Piss Palace.
Piss Palace. I keep saying Piss Mansion.
Well, it's Piss Palace and Shit Mansion.
It's Shit Mansion. So playing at those shows, it really just I think it made me a better performer, and I love those shows because like people really fuck with my music there.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's really all I want. People, I don't care who you are, what you do. If you fuck with my music, then I want to come out and perform for you. So that's why I really like those shows. Like I have a real like special place in my heart for real.
Yeah, well, it's like you said, it's a much more intimate setting,
right?
And you are making a more direct connection,
right? Absolutely,
person to person with people in the room. You're not separated by a foot of stage or 2 feet of stage or 5 feet of stage and lights and all that kind of stuff. It is just you and a microphone and a PA, and 2 feet away from you is some smelly crust punk.
But they're always like such good people. It's always every time I come out to one of those shows, it's always love. It's always like, oh my gosh, Shyland, how are you been? Like it's always like it feels like home for real.
We don't have a lot of smelly crust punk. it's good people. They're really good people.
Absolutely, 100%.
So with the fact that you've been honing your craft, you've got a new album out. Who kind of inspires you? Who are the people, and not necessarily even musicians, but artists or people in general? Who's inspiring you in the way you are shaping your craft as an artist, as a performer?
I get my inspiration just from like life. The people in my life, everybody really in my life has inspired me in some way, shape, or fashion. So like even like my little nephews, like 3 and 2 years old, and it's like my grandmother. Like I'm inspired by just my experiences living, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm trying, like, as I'm getting older, just to kind of be in the moment. Maybe not take a picture of the cool thing we're seeing. Maybe just kind of live in that space.
Just see it.
Yeah, just experience it. So I think that for the most part is inspiring my art, especially like now with this album and like some of the things I've been working on since.
Cool. Well, we've got a couple more. We got a couple more songs.
Absolutely, let's do it.
But first, I want to ask you where can people connect with Shyland Flowers online?
The easiest way to connect with me online, if I can be completely honest, is www.shylandflowers.com. That's my website. You can find my music there. You can find my merch there. You can find my social medias there. You can ask me questions, send me emails, get in touch with me. That's the easiest way really to get in contact is shylandflowers.com. And then I guess like second would be Instagram and Twitter. Everything at Shyland Flowers.
Cool. And you're streaming on
everything. I was told I am Deezer's #1 Greenville artist. So nice. Look at that. Shout out Deezer.
Shyland Flowers, number one Greenville artist
on Deezer. I'll let your boy.
Best rapper in the world.
Yeah, and I won an award. You saw that?
Greatest rapper in the world.
Award-winning greatest rapper in the world. I agree.
Hell yeah. Well, let's get back into the tunes.
for on the next episode of Static Attic.
I'm doing well, but lately I've been too convinced, contemplating my health. And daily I've been losing friends, did this all to myself. My scripture read like movie ends. I've been too convinced and unconcerned, just lay the day away and burn. And I don't know what they must think about me. Lost my passion, all the quality rapping. I guess you reap what you sow, pay what you owe. Until the weather gets cold or no one knows, you know I sing the future. This ain't no That's So Raven, unless we talking prices. Cause truthfully I raised them, but no one calls, so no rounds of applause. King of the Falls, au revoir.
Pay for comedy.
If the jokes are free,
You'll do what you want.
then follow me.
Is this worth dying for?
We're living free.
And I heard that I
Was watching, but who's watching me? I guess the joke's on me. I guess the joke's on me. I guess the joke's on me.
I guess the joke's on me.
Yeah, and so it seems and so it goes. You know the highs and the lows. Reaching your goal seems impossible, and failure is anything but illogical. Idle pilot since I was preteen. Living you learn till you forget. Hearts on my sleeve, no regrets. Walk around and they only view me as a threat. Gave so much of my life to that shit with nothing left, still it holds me. The legend of the young, black and lonely, and I don't even know what's real anymore. Bigger apartment with better decor, me and my girl built a better rapport, but I still feel the same way as before. Live by the pen, you might die by the sword. Say you might hate yourself, do a little show for a little bread, then turn around, play myself. And I don't even know what's real in the process. When everybody wants to get profit, lying your ass, all of a sudden you popping. Guess that's the difference between goodness and marketing. So hold my cause for the rounds of applause. King of the Falls, au revoir.
Pay for comedy.
If the jokes are free,
You'll do what you want.
then follow me.
Is this worth dying for?
We're living free.
And I heard their eyes was watching, but who's watching me? I guess the joke's on me. I guess the joke's on me. I guess the joke's on me.
I guess the joke's on me.
Nines and sevens, hope this shit lasts forever.
Pay it forward.
Or catch a body, sound like young nigga hobbies.
Smith and Wesson.
Don't you go flexing, bullets bout big as Texas.
Fashion gold.
Rock open toes just to come rock your nose.
85.
Like Southern Gold for all these Southern shows. Shallow niggas like Southern Snow. But pay with you, these manifested, then you perfected. All your dreams to spend your life out on the road. Shit ain't never what it seems back home. We can't play in these games no more. Living to count your blessings to survive all these days on 85. Shit won't be the same no more. No more. Count your to survive all these on 85. Yeah.
blessings stay falling down on me. Gotta keep going. I gotta shine before I leave.
Mama rolling, I like paper trying to cut down the stress in Hail Mary. Holy water, don't play with your blessing. 9 to 9, offer some Jordans, we could barely afford them. Take your time, nothing's for certain, everything done with purpose. 85 got me unstable, but I'll deal with that later. Everything is due on the 1st, so I can't do no favor. Smoke some dope so we can cope, and so it seems I'll never make it on the road. I heard that life is but a dream back home. And it's safe to say we can't play in these games no more. Count your blessings to survive all these days on 80. We won't be the same. We can't play in these games. We only living just to count your blessings to survive all these days on 85. I guess I don't have my singers here. I'll say something like really important. All the songs I've done, I think this might be like the most important one. I'd like to give a special shout out Keys Ali, Ari, DJ Chuck T. Serena, of course. Yeah. And it's safe to say that shit won't be the same no more. And it's safe to say we can't play in these games no more. Like we only living just to die. Count your blessings to survive all these days on 85. This next song's for all the young ladies in the world. All the friend zone connoisseurs. Yeah. Hey, amazing what a day can check. I had the skateboard be ice creams before I knew about them skating things. My friends died or had kids, then the paper changed. A bunch of kids getting cake, how the waiters changed. Designer things over diviner things. The magic 8 ball ain't realer. Gold like Stiller with bare ears, rich as Uncle Richard. A rap Van Gogh like Nas painting pictures. My high school crush was a diva who ain't give me no limelight. So I changed the stars in my life. Letters to my beloved, wishing we could have been, but in hindsight I had to learn to trust in what I can't find that's blind. But if it's needed, I fade to black. Hit me with the ellipsis, no need to relax. Look, Andy wasn't okay, wasn't worried when you said that. Fine, fall in line, keep pressing rewind. Yeah,
I'm trying to tell a story,
but everybody's
trying to tell it for me.
We're stepping out of line. I'm trying to tell a
story, but everybody's trying to tell it for me.
Now we're stepping
out of line.
Yeah.
Now everybody's wildin', I'm supposed to let it fly.
Look, that world code, girl, keep it in the past. Used to whip it after school just to show I got class. I got in the halls, no wonder I never passed. Bad bitches come first, real niggas finish last. Knew you would laugh, that's elementary. Puppy love is nothing but first grade. Second grade science and fourth grade math. Adds up to your English, your speeches never last. Pregnant, our stars will shine bright, sun down here. Intending to get lonely like Prince songs. I'm rapping like you owe me one, cause you owe me. I Gwen Stacy fall for you. You're my only one. I hope you know that I feel this way forever. In the next life we can probably be together, but please, she magic the point guard. Fall in line, I can never pay it forward if I keep pressing rewind. Yeah,
I'm trying to tell a story, but everybody's
trying to tell it for me. Now you're stepping out of line. I'm trying to tell a story, but everybody now we're stepping out of line. Now everybody's wildin' how I'm supposed to let it slide. Yeah, that's my time, y'all. That's my time, y'all. Static Attic. Shyland Flowers. Forever and ever. West Side. Yeah, the Almighty. Satoma Recordings. Till infinity. Bye, Black. I'm out.
Shyland Flowers, thank you so much for doing this show.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. I've had so much fun rapping, just rapping my heart out for you.
Dude, you were having a good time. We were all having a good time.
Yeah, no, I'm glad, man. I'm glad. This is like this place is like my safe haven. I come here and Daniel just lets me be myself. So I don't take it for granted.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel, for engineering the session.
Thank you, Daniel, for everything.
Fantastic.
Everything, bro.
It sounds great in here.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole. He's a fucking asshole. But oh my God, if I don't love him to death. Oh my God.
Well, this show is airing here on Twitch. It's also going to be available in a couple of days on YouTube. It'll be available in podcast feeds. You can support this show by going to patreon.com/Static Attic Pod, and on social media it is at Static Attic Pod everywhere.
Facts.
So if you want to check that out, and of course remember to follow Shyland Flowers everywhere.
Facts.
Buy his music when you got places to buy it. Go to shows. You deserve great music.
You do. You have to live a hard life. Living is hard. Dying is easy.
Existence is pain.
Listen to great music in between.
Exactly.
Stream Shyland Flowers. Do yourself a favor. Stream Shyland Flowers.
Yeah, this man gets it.
Absolutely.
Until next time, thank you.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to Static Attic.